What's up guys, Sam here, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. So today we're going to be checking out a solid Arena 3 strategy, which utilizes the Giant and a Balloon, which is a pretty powerful strategy here. So we got the Giant and Balloon as well as a bunch of supporting units, and that basically varies depending on what you want to use. Basically get some cheap units and some splash damage in there and you're all good to go. So as you can see, we got a lot of wins here. The defeat down there is when I wasn't using this strategy, but the moment I started using this, we're getting a lot of wins. So anyway, let's hop into our first battle here against, I don't really know what that name is. So first thing what we really want to do is cycle to our Giant and Balloon. So as you can see, we already have the Balloon in our starting hand. So we had to cycle through a little bit with a couple of units there. Unfortunately, he fired back with a pretty heavy push there. And so we couldn't really get our Giant Balloon up from the get-go. But anyway, here, we are going to save up our elixir. Nearly the 10 here at this point. But the moment we get to 10... we're gonna put together a solid push that he's gonna have a lot of trouble stopping. So what I've noticed is most players here in Arena 3 they don't use any sort of building, or defensive building, so it's kind of difficult for them to distract the Giant or the Balloon. And yeah, it just makes it really easy to get those towers down really fast. So this guy here fired back with a pretty solid push, and I kind of saw the biggest downside of the deck right over here, which is splash damage. So yeah, definitely want to add some splash damage. What I did do after this video here was that I switched out some of my units, especially the Knight for the Valkyrie, and I think that will be more effective since you have splash damage. So what just happened on there was that we went in with our Giant Balloon, took down his second tower, and now we're going to put down another Giant and Balloon, and that's absolutely going to wreck the King Tower, wrapping up a solid 3-star. This one actually pretty quickly. Each tower just fell with just one single push. That's all you required on each tower there to pretty much take it down. So you can see that was a 3-star right there. Again, the loss. That's before I decided to add a Giant into the deck. I'm just kind of experimenting with some random trash. This was like my account that I didn't really care too much about. That's why it's level 6 in Arena 3. But anyway, using this deck, we were able to push up to Arena 4. So it is pretty solid. So as you can see, again, pretty much the same thing that we did last battle. We're just cycling through to our Giant and the Balloon. And that's exactly what happens over here. I don't know what this guy was doing. It took a while to defend that Knight over on the other side. But in that time, our Giant Balloon were able to get to the tower and take it out really easily. The skeleton army there is just going to deal with those barbarians. This is there and nothing. I'm just like, wow, that guy literally let me take a whole tower. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, same thing here. We're going for the tower, and we're basically trying to just cycle back to our Giant and our Balloon. That's kind of the key thing of this strategy. You want to have both of those in your hand, and you want to push with those. As you can see here, I couldn't really defend the Prince really well. I had to use 6 elixir to defend that 5 elixir Prince just because I don't have the right units. But anyway, here we go with another solid Giant Balloon push. A lot of the people that I've seen, what they do is they don't actually target the Balloon. They put down ground units for the Giant, and they pretty much let the Balloon get to the tower. I don't know, because it's still in 3, people don't know the full potential of the Balloon or something like that, but I don't know, maybe that's it, because they just don't bother countering the Balloon at all. It's always the Giant that they want to stop. As you can see, we wrapped up a 3-0 attack over there, and again, that was a pretty speedy 3-star as well. So anyway, here we go. This guy was this deck caused me so much trouble, and this is where I saw the biggest downside of my current loadout. The fact that I didn't have enough splash damage to deal with whatever he was throwing at me, which is what led me to eventually switch out the Knight over there for a Valkyrie, because that would just help out so much if I had a Valkyrie here. This battle just made me work so hard to just try and win, because this spawner deck was causing so many issues. I mean, if I continued facing spawner decks like this, it could have been really tough had I not switched out my unit loadout. So definitely recommend switching out the Knight for the Valkyrie if you guys want to try this deck out. Anyway, just trying to make sure none of his things do too much damage to my tower, forcing him to defend. Here we go, going in, not quite a Giant Balloon this time. I'm just trying to get a push that goes to the tower. All it does is allow his spawners to put down more and more units. So yeah, as you can see, he's coming with barbarians and a skeleton on me, and I literally have nothing left to defend. I am honestly putting down whatever unit comes to my hand, And this guy, he has so much splash damage that all my little units, they stand no chance. If only I could get a Valkyrie inside of there. That huge, massive units he had. If I was able to get a Valkyrie in there, had I had it, that Valkyrie would have absolutely wrecked. And as you can see, here we go. We're going into sudden death. I don't really care about his barbarians. I'm just pushing along for that second tower. Luckily, our balloon is able to get to it before his prince makes it to my tower and does too much damage. So yeah, against all of that splash damage, that caused a lot of trouble right there. So here we go. Let's head into our last replay. Another 3-0. This time facing a higher level player, level 7. So we faced two level 5s, a level 6, and now we got a level 7. And this guy has a very similar strategy to me, with a giant and a balloon in his deck. So I saw the balloon right from the get-go, and I didn't really know he had a giant in there as well. I mean, had he known how to use giant balloon properly, he could have wrecked so much havoc here. As you can see, again, nothing at all to stop the balloon. It's just the prince. A lot of people, they don't really have anything in the air. A lot of air units or any just defensive units altogether. So, I don't know, in Arena 3, this strategy is working out really, really well. As you can see, we're really pissing off this guy over here. He's getting mad. He's unable to defend our pushes at all. Putting down the giant. He even gets enough elixir for the balloon, yet somehow doesn't decide to put it down. And here he comes with just his balloon. I'm able to put down another giant balloon down there. And using just spear goblins, his balloon, is only able to get one shot off on that tower. And our balloon makes it all the way to his king tower, where it's going to wrap up a super speedy 3-star. That was honestly pretty fast for a normal strategy. We weren't just right lane rushing or some other stuff like that. But anyway, that was it. It's so easy to get 3-stars with this strategy, especially in Arena 3, where a lot of the players don't quite know what they're doing against these defensive targeting cards. So anyway, let's go over the deck real quick. You want the giant balloon, of course. I put down the skeleton army because it just puts down a lot of units to stop strong stuff like the mini P.E.K.K.A. and the prince. And then I put down lots of cheap, tiny units also to help with stopping the big tanks. Like, we got all the goblins, we got minions as well. And then arrows, because the arrows were literally the only splash damage that this deck had, and that wasn't enough. So I decided to put the knight in there. Switch it out with the Valkyrie, guys. It will really help out a lot. So anyway, guys, that is the giant balloon strategy. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like on it. That would be greatly appreciated. If you have any suggestions, please do leave them in the comment section down below. And make sure to subscribe for more content. I'll see y'all later.